Let's go crazy. Let's go wild. I love him. Jimbo. Here we go.
Thanks. That's great. Do you guys ever lie awake in bed at night really bored and then you hear the skidding of a car and get disappointed you don't hear a crash? Only this chick, but that's great. But I'm also out of a job at the moment. I think one of the things about being out of a job, you actually get quite bored after a while. And I realised that the other day when I went and sat on the toilet and waited until I needed to go. And after I'd gone, I felt really empty because I had nothing else to do that day. And I thought, no, I've got another one in me. And I did. It took me 6 hours. But another thing about not having a job is you get a bit broke. And people, which is hard when people are always trying to sell you stuff. Like I answered the door the other day to a guy trying to sell me a home security system. And I said, look, mate, I'm not interested, but if you come back tonight, I reckon the owners will be. But I've been going for a few jobs lately. Went for one as a debt collector, and the guy in the interview goes, what are your credentials? And I said, oh, well, I've got a Visa debt, got a MasterCard debt, and my landlord money. And he said, no, what we do is actually catch guys like you. And yeah, got out of there pretty quick. And they didn't catch me, and afterwards I thought I wouldn't want to work for them anyway. They're obviously not good at what they do. And then I went for a job as a Xerox photocopy salesperson. And the guy in the interview said, look, I'm going to pop out, come back for a few minutes. I'm going to pretend I'm the client and you do your pitch. Anyway, I came back in and I showed him a photocopy of my dick. And then I showed him a dick. And then I showed him the enlarger button. And I remember standing there thinking, this guy's not quite as happy as I am. Still unemployed, but I turned 30 the other day, and I heard the other day that apparently Jesus, up until he was 30, just did bugger all, right? And then from 30 to 33 was when he did all his miracles. Anyway, the other day I got out of bed before 9, I thought maybe it's going to happen to me, hey? But, yeah, I've been doing a few good gigs lately, and I recently thought I better get an agent, and I went to one recently and I said, look, I'm not your normal comedian entertainer. I don't have a drinking problem, I don't have a drug problem, I don't have a gambling problem, I don't like prostitutes, I prefer relationships. But if you can get me some gigs where I can afford to have these problems, I'll sign now, hey? And, yeah, still unemployed. But I think the first time I got a laugh was when I was 4. Remember we had cheesels as a kid? What did you used to do with cheesels? Put them on your hands? Yeah. Remember I was 4, I pulled my pants down and I said, hey, look, I got 11. And got a big laugh, a bit bigger than that, and used to do it year in, year out, and I went down a storm until I got to 18, and I realised it wasn't that funny anymore. Especially as I was the only one who could still do it, hey. Cheers. Yeah, but do you reckon the guy who invented the blow-up doll, when he made his first prototype, ever went through moments of doubt where he thought, fuck, maybe it's just me? And what would it like for that guy going to the bank manager? Oh, I got this idea, got this plastic doll, and you have sex. No, mate, there's a market for this. Well, have a go tonight and come back and think about it. But I've been trying to get my personal life together recently, and because I nearly got married last month, and I'd still be married today if I hadn't made a Freudian slip at the altar. Instead of saying I do, I accidentally said, yeah, you'll do. And chicks, don't they get emotional on their wedding days, hey? Got into a big flap and just sort of pissed off down the aisle, and I'm sort of turned around looking at this whole congregation. I'm thinking, gee, better loosen them up with a few gags. So I said, oh, marriage, it's a funny thing. You're single, you have sex with anything that moves. You get married, you have sex with something that doesn't. And few divorcees clapping over there, but big ending. Yeah, great. Thanks, man. Time for one more gag, right? Anyway, I was rooting this chick, and New Year's Eve actually, and we lined it up on the countdown, and we decided to do it doggy style because neither of us wanted to miss the fireworks, and yeah, she was a backpacker, and during the shag she was taking photos of the bridge for a family, and I was taking photos of her for my mates, and I think my time's up. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later.